Yeah, I feel like all we do is like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division from as far in terms of math, right? You're not using pi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
International Pi Day.
Only pie this nigga like is eating.
Bro, he has a certain loyalty that just can't like.
Yeah, because it was Ja Rule. Yeah, he was like, "This Ja Rule, stupid."
Let me try to catch that back.
Yeah.
What did he say?
They should have a. To the pop.
Hey man, say man.
All about my hands. Is that what you're saying?
Life without God sucks.
Man down.
I agree.
First you get the power, then you get the money.
Man
I
down.
fucked that up.
Yeah.
Welcome back to another episode of the Green Box Pod. We got A-Ball Kenny, my bad. We got Frank the Tank. We got the real CB, and we got Big Burr. You know what I'm saying? Big Grizzly, right here.
No one called him that.
We all seen that Verzuz yesterday. Was it yesterday?
Did we?
Yeah, we all seen that Verzuz yesterday with the game and YG. Right? Whole bunch of red. If I needed Moses to part the Red Sea, that's how much red was in there.
Joe Moses
He was out there.
No, Moses
was out there.
Turn that mother up.
What you guys think about that?
Bro, overall, definitely cool for Cali. Like, first, just have a Verzuz. Now, I think the selection was crazy. Like, you know, we had a discussion about it because we all watched it together for the most part. Like, imagine if Nip was here. It would have been a Nip. Imagine we'd seen a RJ go up there with YG. There's so many different things we could have seen, but we seen Game. 46-year-old.
Yeah,
Game.
bro.
Wilding out.
It was not competitive when it should have been. If you look at it on paper, it should be competitive. Game has some hits and catalog. You know, YG has shit with Mustard. Game has shit with Dre, right? But, and it sucks too, because I do feel like, I'm not the biggest fan of Game. I'm more a fan of 50, so automatically you just don't fuck with Game, because you're loyal. But Game, I would say, is underrated. Even in Cali, people don't really fuck with Game. In Cali, everyone's like, YG's gonna watch him. Outside of Cali, the talk was like, oh, Game should win this. But I just still think Game's underrated. And this was his moment to show up and actually be like, oh, I got some shit y'all forgot about. And this fool fucked up, bro. Just showed up drunk, like didn't take it serious, like.
He never really been a performer
haircut.
though, and I think that showed because if you look at it like performance-wise, though YG's not great, Game is terrible. Like no stage presence, like
Right, huh? Yeah, he didn't really have stage presence.
For being an icon, like you would think, like for that many years in the game, you kind of earned some type of stripe, but
Man, bro, game over, my boy.
Hang it up.
You know, bro, you had a great career. You know, with everybody. I won't. You know, knock it like he's not one of the first people from LA to get bigger of the new generation. Now that generation has said pass. And I feel like, it's just
it almost made you appreciate kind of that certain era.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, going into this, I told you both, like, I wasn't too excited. Like, I wasn't too excited for the battle. I'm not too much of a fan of both artists. Both artists, in my eyes, are a bit corny. I apologize. I don't apologize. I take that back. But yes, y'all both are a bit corny in certain ways. But yeah, it just wasn't the battle I was expecting for. Now, watching the battle, seeing the battle, being somebody who's from Cali, seeing the LA, bro, the whole aesthetic of it was beautiful and everything. But Game was just playing games at this point, and it's just like
that shit really did turn up when Joe Moses came out.
Well, yeah, like
when RJ came out, right? Like that energy.
That's what it was.
You know, he just really dropped the ball. To be honest,
100%. I didn't feel like it was a good matchup. Honestly, I don't feel like I said, it's two different times. You know, so like I said, like you said, Dre, Game had stuff with Dre. YG had stuff with Mustard. Mm-hmm. Two different type of artists. You know what I mean? So it's like Game was like every time Game was talking like something political, he'll play something crazy like a banger, like Dreams. This nigga YG playing fucking BPT, nigga, and it's just like the whole crowd going crazy. It's just like, bro, it's just like it wasn't a good fit.
It wasn't a matchup. The matchup
it wasn't a good matchup. In my opinion.
It could have been a good matchup if they presented it right. It could have been like a celebration of music, right? It could have been a celebration of two different generations of LA music, because it was really like who carried the 2000s. We have to look at it. Game did, because we didn't really have a guy in 2000s, and then who carried 2010s? It was YG, right? It could have been a celebration.
We kind of had Dre and Snoop still.
Yeah,
but I mean, but no, Game was for sure the guy. Game was the guy. If you go M50, then it was Game had Aftermath, bro. He did. That first album, documentary, was a big album too.
Was it like 2006?
Yeah, he had like a year.
I don't know, 2000.
He had
a big and then the second album was good too.
He had like 2 years.
He held it down though. If he only had 2 albums, you could argue that YG only had 1 or 2 albums too. But I'm just saying there could have been a way to
have one.
And when he played that mixtape,
bro, that's what I'm saying.
Well, I was gonna say that
it goes to strategy as well.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna get to. So YG's music sounds better in that kind of setting, so he had an advantage. Me going into it, I was like, Game could win this though if he lets the production, because his beats are crazy, and if he enunciates his words and he says like, if you guys realize like, oh, I'm actually out here rapping and saying shit, but he was like slurring and he was just like taking awkward breaks in the songs, and he let the beat just go. Yeah, he was the crazy dance moves. Like
bro,
he just
that nigga said
he tried to go energy with energy.
You want a piece of me? Hi. I like this shit right here. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah.
YG.
Like, what are you doing? like that's.
It was bad. It was cringy. That's what it was. It was cringy.
Exactly.
It was cringy.
Like nigga. Like that meme, nigga, you're 36, like, bro.
He's 46.
But the meme is
Yeah, look 30.
And to be honest too, like you're saying it should be a celebration. I really think like it was a celebration, but I think the difference was YG went out there to be like, nah, I'm winning this. Yeah. And Game went out there after he realized, oh, I'm not gonna win this. Let me start saving face and start trying to be all up in YG stuff, start singing, start dancing.
Yeah.
He tried to be in the light too much, you know?
YG went to win, Game was just happy to be there. That's the big difference.
Well, I'm gonna say this, right? And you guys know I'm not the biggest music guy. As a matter of fact, I'm probably the least music guy here, right? Regardless of how musically gifted I naturally am. I will say this.
He just can't just be 6'8".
I'll say this. Like Kenny was saying, you had 2 completely different artists, right? Mm-hmm. You have an artist that is a club banger, right? When you play his shit, the club going crazy. You know what I'm saying? You up against the wall, they throwing ass. Like you that's the kind of artist YG is, right? Then you got an artist who lyrically is a little bit more gifted, right? You can sit there and be like, dang, gang, that was crazy. You know, like I don't ever remember a bar that YG said where I was like, that was crazy, ever. You know, but I also don't really remember club bangers that the game where the club was just going up, you know? And so it's different because, like Kenny was saying, you play to your audience when you're in a setting like that. Of course, it's easier to get going when you have club bangers, you know? Like, yeah, it's easier to get the crowd going. You got club bangers in there. Like, I saw he playing. Even when I was listening to it, I couldn't help but, like, you know, because he got club bangers. But then when the game go, you have to sit back and be like, damn. You know what I'm saying? That shit was like it does one of those faces. You be like, gang, that was crazy.
You had to go. Wait, he's gonna finish the speech.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, he kept doing that, like taking speeches in the middle of the shit.
He was trying to save face, bro. Right. Point blank.
No, midway through we started dying when he goes, YG got hella songs.
I ain't gonna lie. Blood got a gang of songs.
And YG does have a hella club banger. Hella club banger. I don't know how long he's been out, but I just know for a very long time, bro. I'm gonna tell you this: when I was in middle school, I was catching. Let me stop
You
there.
play patty cake?
You know?
I said, oh yeah. You play patty cake?
Bro, I'm telling you. I mean, in middle school, YG just had it. And listen, we all from California, but we from Southern California, make it even more specific, right? So that right there was a big moment for us. You know, we have to give Game credit where credit is due. He did carry it, right? Okay, he did help carry it when the West Coast started to get a little quiet. Yeah, when the West Coast got quiet, he kept it going. But I'll never say YG carried it. I'll never say that, right? Because I don't think he carried it. I think that when YG came out, Kendrick was coming out. I think that, Nip was coming up. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't think YG ever just carried it by himself.
Moses.
Right. You see what I'm saying? So I don't think
A good way I will put it is like the game. Like the game is when we were kids. Like kids.
Yeah, 100%.
Like kids.
Yeah.
YG is when we were middle school growing up.
Start liking women.
See what I'm saying? Doing things, going to parties, just living like how just like catching ass, all like everything. This is when we were doing that, so it's like we resonate more with the YG
song, because remember how it made us feel.
Kids, exactly.
It made us feel away.
A good example too is y'all see that B2K versus Pretty Ricky?
Oh shit! Yeah,
you had the ballads, like the little teeny bop kind of music with B2K, very clean and conservative. And once Pretty Ricky came out, dominated once again because we were a little older and you start hearing that music,
right? And we all remember You Got Served. You know what I'm saying? Like we all remember, like you know what I'm saying? We all remember the culture. Come on now. We all remember the cultural impact, you know what I'm saying, that movie had on us. Like, we was all out there trying to, my big ass was out there doing it. You don't believe me, but, like, for real, I was out there. But, like, Pretty Ricky, they just, you know what? I'm going to say this. B2K, when I was younger, was more appealing to me because, like you said, it was more above board. It also, too, kind of favored a community of the younger kids who don't need to hear stuff that's too dirty, but at the same time, they still trying to be sensual, right? Pretty Ricky, you grew up and you started playing that on the speaker when you was about to get out in the room. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had that on your playlist, right? And so, come on now. I used to put that on. That was on my playlist. Like, people knew what was going on when I turned that speaker up. Pretty Ricky was on there. They knew.
Yeah, I think some of these verses we've seen lately have kind of not even been like
competitive.
Right.
The first bad matchmaking, low-key. I was about to get that. Bad matchmaking.
Yeah, the first verses were...
The best one that they've had has been Nelly and Ludacris. That's been the best.
That was when they did it on live though, right?
Yeah, that's when
they need to come back though.
What was the one with Jada Kiss and
that was the Lock.
That was the Lock.
To me, that's the best one. 100%.
They was killing. That was a
value. Yeah, I like Snoop and DMX. Snoop and DMX.
I really like that one, but that was a fatality.
Oh my!
That was
bad.
God, bro, that one right there. I still kind of watch that shit.
They did E40 and Short too.
Yeah, I saw that go.
Yeah,
they did that one.
They did E40 and Short.
Oh hell no!
Yeah. That one was.
They knew.
They did that one when they were on like you said the Instagram live during.
That probably would have been pretty good.
That was a good matchup, but it just didn't have the audience. Verzuz could be so much bigger if they just had better matchups.
Man,
they need to put us in charge. I'm be honest. Who'd have that shit jumping?
It's me.
New York, the real New York.
I started thinking it like I was from New York, nigga. I got 100 lessons English, nigga. I'm from New York. I was singing this shit out that shit. That shit was so hard.
Remember I was trying to hate on that song?
Yeah, you so was too. You was like, hey, we're in the car and I'm playing that shit. He said, oh, you playing this?
I was like, Ja Rule?
Bro, he have a certain loyalty that just can't, like...
Yeah, because it was Ja Rule. Yeah, he was like, this Ja Rule? Stupid. But the Luda and Nelly one, like, I think that's a real hard one for all of us in here, because
Nelly would watch Luda easy.
I'm gonna be real, Luda got that easy. I mean, I think historically speaking, we had some unfinished business.
Bro, 100%. 100%.
Line it up.
Line it up.
We can run that.
Line it up.
Are we gonna run it for them?
Oh, 100%.
Line it up.
Actually, we don't got a corrupted judge this time. We got a real audience.
Oh, really?
You know what I'm saying?
So do you want to run the real one back?
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Frank the Tank was a
I
corrupted
want
judge.
that one. I want Rihanna versus Beyonce.
Well, you can run that back.
I want that one with you. I want Akon versus T-Pain. I want it all, bro.
Let's go.
Dang, it went from Nelly and Luda to good
I want
verses
that.
to all of a
Smoke,
sudden.
bro. I want all smoke.
Why'd it come towards us?
Run it. Ti-50. Y'all heard him?
Ti-50.
Ti-50, okay.
We smoking them.
I like that. I like that.
Luda, Nelly, and Rihanna and Beyonce.
Ti-50.
Oh, they said Rihanna and Beyonce.
Hey, because I don't want to say, but T.I. was washing your boy.
No, he was
Yes, he
not.
was.
It was
Washed
terrible
your
judging.
boy.
Terrible judging.
Washed.
When we're all losing, terrible judging. All right, so let's get some matchups established here. So we got 50 versus Ti.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got Nelly versus
Luda.
Luda. Thank you.
Beyonce, Rihanna.
Beyonce, Rihanna.
Yep.
T-Pain and Akon.
Right, that's not your game, bro.
You gotta call something out.
I kind of feel like I was robbed when I made this battle last time, so I feel like I got to run it again with Adele and Alicia Keys.
Run that shit, nigga.
I kind of feel like it's mandatory that I run that again.
Hey, see,
because a terrible judge, a terrible judge that came back and said, you know what, if I
we can't agree. We both got robbed by the same corrupt judge.
I can't tell you.
Nah. That was a definitive one.
Hell no. The judge didn't even know half of the
Terrible
song,
judging. Terrible judging.
Hell no.
I can attest to the
I
fact
need
that one
that,
judge,
that's what I'm saying.
one judge is just, oh goodness gracious.
Rumor has it that last time Alicia Keys dominated. Rumor has it Alicia Keys put bout to ass.
No,
Wait,
she didn't.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah, because of you. Okay, see, we're doing this. Everybody talk about the bad judge we talking about is the Tank over here. Worst judge you've ever seen.
No, I'm fair. I'm subjective.
No, he's not.
I'm subjective.
Terrible.
Hold on.
You know what? I love this because they can be the judges.
Yeah, they gonna be the
100%.
judges. This is why we doing it. They gonna be the judges.
I'm not. They're gonna agree with me. I'm pretty sure.
Nah.
Most of the matchups.
3-0.
In the
My boy had to take one time that said Gucci Mane had the better version.
Oh my
It was a
god.
question.
Oh my
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Atrocious.
That was a question.
It was a question that no
I
sane
said
man would have
that-
asked.
It was a normal day. I said.
It was a normal day
I said.
in September.
Does Gucci Mane got the better verse than Wayne on what is that? It's
We steady bobbing.
Steady Mobbin'.
Oh my.
It was a question. I was not. I didn't
What
say he
Gucci say on
does.
that song?
What the fuck is
What the fuck is up? It's Gucci Rated G. We were like, get the fuck out of here.
Boy, city boy.
I was wondering about the bandanas and quarantinas. That one part. That was it.
That boy said it's Gucci Rated G. That is crazy.
Hey, Wayne,
word.
we're like, let's hear Wayne's third verse. The money is the mode.
Bruh, come on, bro. Boy went crazy.
The most.
Talking about Dazzy? The fuck out of here.
A little
bro.
backstory. So we do kind of do our own verses, you know, on the side, and we've had. Each of us have felt like we've been robbed before. So
Plenty of times.
Plenty of times.
you know, I've had a lot of
I'm a
victories.
grinder.
The only time I've lost is when I've been with a corrupt judge.
Yeah, all right. Hey, who'd you lose
Nah.
to?
I will say that I will. You know, I'll give crowd. My record's like 12 and 2.
You always got favorites,
You know,
though.
I'ma say
you always
this.
got favorites.
No,
Hey,
bro, I let you pick you.
They call me
you
Mr.
can't-
Underdog for a reason. That's all
Bro.
I say.
See,
all I say.
my two losses are to Chris. You know, I will be honest.
He's had some big
But my
favorites, too.
12,
I'm always the underdog.
You lying.
bro, you
Bro, this
you
man-
have
He
was
the
all
right
against
to-
me.
I should have never lost.
Yeah, young boy.
both times I should have never lost.
Is there any big favorites in these matchups? Are they all fair to you?
I lost Rod Wave. Look, I had Rod Wave. He had Roddy Rich, and I lost. That's insane.
Bro,
That's
better
insane.
I know that's not insane. That's
Bro,
not
that's
insane.
insane.
It's
Clearly not
strategy.
insane.
Rod Wave.
What happened yesterday was basically game and YG. I was just better strategy. You played.
This is my first time playing too. It was my first time
you
playing.
played all, tried to be all fucking.
Listen,
you know,
I know this is how I know I
the
won
hard
because the
knocks,
same
man,
judge that I was
turn
telling you guys
up.
about, the same judge, fucker downloaded 3 of the songs that I played.
It was one.
The last time.
Cause I'm a grinder.
Oh, yeah, remember that? Remember that? They gonna vote against my song and sing that song the rest of the night. That was
It was
egregious.
personal. It was personal.
That was get back. See.
Hey, honestly, at the time it wasn't, but maybe subconsciously it maybe
Get
was.
Back.
It
He
maybe
said,
was.
"Nah, I'm gonna give that to the baby."
but
It was
see-
Kevin Gates versus the baby. It was
come on, the baby's washed.
It was
that.
okay. Let me tell y'all the song. It was the baby versus Kevin Gates, and it was the baby.
And make a ghetto bitch put her hand on the knees.
Make it a bitch with her hand
on the
and it was
knees.
versus Kevin Gates. I'm a grinder, and he's gonna say, "Yeah, I gotta get out to baby." I'm a grinder the whole time. The rest of the
Bro,
night.
it's the delivery, bro.
Subconsciously, I may have did that person, because of what happened
I
before.
may have turned the bass up more on my song.
Right.
Nah,
He
Chris
has
be
been known to- he be
Chris be cheating.
Nah, yeah, he
Bro,
do.
Chris be cheating.
He turned that volume up real quick.
You be getting technical
Yeah,
difficulties
hey.
when you play a banger. You're like, oh,
But
my
you
bad.
know what though? One battle we had that was really good. But Kenny, you weren't there to judge it. I wish you were because it was a tough battle.
Hold on, before you do that, remember the time? Just to stay on the topic of Chris cheating. Remember the time, bro? Remember the time, bro? He was like, "Y'all ain't never heard this," and the nigga played my phone call.
Oh shoot, he did do that.
That would be cheating.
Look, technical difficulties happen.
Nah, like, all the time. Conveniently, he
You
be
gotta stop
like,
letting him control.
I'm just
Music.
saying. Look, man, it's up to the people now.
It is.
Yeah.
That's what's beautiful about
It's up
it.
to
it
the
is.
people.
And we got to get another round of and this you guys really got to judge this one. Young Boy and Lil Durk.
Young Boy,
That
that was a
come back
good one.
around. That was a great battle.
That was a good one.
Young Boy lost, but that was a
Young
great
Boy
battle.
didn't lose.
That
They
was
never.
ass.
He didn't lose.
Belt to ass.
Let's just put it up there. Let's see who.
Definitely got to get around to him now.
These are all good matchups, though.
Yeah,
There's none that's a
100%.
big. Is there any matchup that's a crazy big favorite? I don't think so.
So yeah,
And what we said, no. I mean,
I think Akon's a favorite over T-Pain.
I'm gonna be real.
not necessarily.
T-Pain, yeah. I mean, you do what we do. So well, let me ask you the criteria.
No,
the criteria
no,
of it
it's not necessarily
is it just what we, song for song? How many 5 songs?
How many
Like,
songs?
5-10 songs.
It depends on the artist because T.I. and 50, you gotta go like at least 10 songs. They both have a catalog for it. There's certain artists you can do 5 songs.
I mean, even Nelly and Luda got like a
I
15,
agree.
20
Well,
cards.
all these artists are. Not every
Beyonce,
artist was
Rihanna.
5. We don't need 5 Broadway versus
No,
5
man.
Broadway songs. I mean, we don't need more than 5 Broadway songs. I'm gonna be honest.
Because you know. You know after that 5, it's cemented. You know what it is.
All right.
But this man, he don't know Alicia Keys like that, so that's why we need y'all to judge it because we need people who have culture and and in perspective, that's,
Rod Wave over Roddy Rich.
I mean 10 out of 10 times.
In a verse, okay, not even better, but it's not necessarily who's the better artist in the verses. It's who's gonna perform it, like whose music is better in a versus setting. Right? Didn't we just kind of say that with YG?
This man moving the needle. He trying to set it up.
See, look,
Is it not true?
goalpost.
Look at
Is
him.
it not true?
I mean,
Okay, we all just said Game was a
Lyrically,
better rapper, right? Lyrically,
better
he's more
rapper, yeah.
talented. He got smoked. Why? Because YG shit just hit better in the versus setting. That party music hit better.
But a lot of these artists, they go,
But you know what? It's also up to the player of that music to make the people around them feel it. So I think this is the real thing about it. Is like, hey, the Game was so weak because he didn't make.
You know what he's doing? He's preparing because he be gassing your shit up.
Look, the Game was so weak because he didn't make the people around him feel the music. You know what I'm saying? Like, Game could have done that, but his stage presence. Who said stage presence? Was that you that said his stage presence was off?
No.
Somebody said his
No,
stage
it's
presence was bad. Like. You know what I'm saying? That's what really fucked him up. Don't get me wrong. I know YG got those bangers, but he had no stage presence. He was up there. What you say? Like, come on, bro. This dude looked like he was about to
Bugged out.
like a frat party. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, what we doing?
Yeah, 46.
Right, you know what I'm saying? So like, I think it's also up to the person who's playing the music to get you going. Like, but come on, man, you know it's about to be right. Sing it with you, and because we know that's part of the industry's part of it. You know, so I will give you that, but it's really up to the eye of the beholder. I behold.
So which one we running first?
Fuck that. Run that Beyonce and Rihanna back. This nigga robbed me.
I would love to start with. I would love to start with
This nigga
that.
didn't even know, bro. Unthinkable. Like, I'm not.
He ain't know none of my songs either. He ain't know a lot of my
He said
songs.
Beyonce, Rihanna.
We can't argue because one of the biggest arguments on that battle, which was the shift, was the song. You know the song with Jay and Beyonce?
Oh, Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah.
Bonnie
03
and Clyde.
Bonnie and Clyde. That's when we shifted that battle. That's all I gotta say.
Nah.
The
What
momentum.
song, bro? Because that's the song that had me hot.
Let's just be real though. Beyonce was whooping.
Nigga, Beyonce was not, bro. Hell no. Bro, if the judge does not know, like half of the hits. No, I'm not saying just these Frankie. I'm just saying like in general, like
Kind of have a bias.
yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying. It goes back to yeah. So like, bro, like fucking. Yeah, but I need to run that back. That's why I need it back. That's why I want Frankie first. Pause.
So what we running first?
Akon T-Pain, nigga, bro. Frankie, I've been asking you for that for fucking months now, bro.
Who got who?
He got Akon.
Nigga, come on now.
I think Akon the favorite though. Is that fair? Is that a fair battle?
No.
Don't go into it thinking you about to lose. Go into it now. See?
How is that not fair?
Is Akon the highest?
He coming with that game energy.
Look,
How is that?
Because if you lose,
Happy to be here.
yeah.
Just happy to be here.
How is that not a fair battle?
Don't you think Akon is like a bigger artist? I just think about that. I feel like T-Pain's a good feature artist, but Akon is an artist.
No.
Good feature artist.
That's
I love
Akon.
T-Pain.
All auto-tune is because of T-Pain.
Listen. A lot of Akon is probably a bigger artist to people in different age groups. Akon is probably bigger to somebody in our age, but to somebody like the newer generation, we work with somebody who, bro, I've showed him some Akon. He's never heard the shit. Some of his most like biggest shit he's never heard. So it's just like you're gonna be dealing with people new and young. That's what I'm saying. That's why it's good to just not have one judge. You have a group of people.
So young people know T-Pain, you think?
More people know. T-Pain is still streaming. Well, T-Pain, T-Pain streams and everything.
He streams?
Yeah.
Like,
bro, yes, T-Pain is a full streamer.
Bro, he was just on Stream University with Kai Cenat and them.
I know how to feel about
He
that.
makes a ton of money too, though. Like a ton of money.
Make your money then. That streaming shit is taking over the world, bro.
Yeah.
You know, there's an actual university that's teaching a course now on how to be like a streamer. No, not that. Like an actual school. I saw it today. Like actual schools teaching a course, like how to be like an influencer and a streamer and all that kind of shit. Like that's the kind of shit they're teaching now.
But you know what though? You say that's the kind of shit, but like that's as good as having a trade right now.
It's just working.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's as good as like I mean shit. It ain't. It's not up to.
It's just like music,
right? I was about to say like it's like the NBA, music. Dog. Like it's not up to the
How many people are trying? It's just
right?
Like, what are you gonna do to stand out?
Right? Are you gonna stay? You gonna stick to it when you're not getting views? Like think about it. How many plumbers are there? You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of them that I can call.
That's true.
You know, so it's just about you building your book of business and then kind of growing your platform. Now I will say that with the streaming stuff, right? If it was my kids,
Daddy, I'm going to school to be a streamer. I'm going to college.
I will say that I'd be like, listen, I fuck with that on the side. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I need you to develop some real skills in life, though. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I would say that. Like,
time for the CDL.
Yeah, like, hell no. I gotta back myself. You think I'm gonna have my kid do some shit? Nah, but CDL is crazy. Nah, I just mean like, develop some real life skills yourself. Like, I feel like there's life skills that like everybody should have, and I feel like this is something that maybe should be taught. Like, I'm not gonna say be taught. I just feel like there's something that you should go through life like knowing, right? And I feel like if you learn it, you would never be without. And honestly, for me, I feel like, hey, if you get into sales, right? If you get into sales, you'll learn marketing. If you get into sales, you'll learn how to be a better a streamer. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you learn how to sell yourself, you learn how to be better at all that stuff. So I feel like if you develop that skill, all right. You know what I'm saying? At that point, now you can go conquer the world for real.
To be fair, I think they should teach a course for kids and or maybe middle school, high school age on how to like navigate through the internet. Because if you think about it, you fuck up on the internet like as young as middle school, that shit could fuck up your whole life.
That's true.
They catch you on something on camera, saying something, doing something.
That's that's always been a thing though. Like especially if you as an athlete, like you had to be like subconscious because they'll pull all your records and shit.
They bring the history back up too. Yeah. But like,
what do you guys think school should have taught us?
Credit? No, I'm joking. But that's the common thing. That is the common thing.
Why don't they teach us that?
No. Everybody said, "Oh shit."
Why don't they teach us that,
bro? I mean, you know what I feel like school is for, right? I feel like school is. I feel like school, and we talked about this before. I feel like school is basically meant for people to be like, "Hey, look, can you do what you don't want to do? Can you develop the ability to do what you don't want to do and still do it at a high level," right? I feel like that's what school is. Because think about it. Most of the subjects we don't want to fucking learn, right? Most of the things we do, we don't want to fucking do. I was really good in school, right? Kenny was telling me, he was like, look, I went to school to socialize. Which is also part of school. Like, you also need to learn how to socialize, right? You do need to learn how to be amongst people and talk to a bunch of different people. That's why private school sometimes can fuck with you, because you're used to talking to this certain class of people. You're not used to talking to everybody, right? So I feel like we're better off in life. I'm not going to get into the private school, public school shit, but like, I do feel like that's part of it, but I also feel like, hey, in life, there's a lot of shit that you don't want to do, right? And a lot of times when we don't want to do shit, we just be like, fuck it. But I feel like it's a bad attitude to have, because you still don't have to do that shit, especially if it's going to be in front of you either way. So I feel like kind of high school sometimes, you know, though it might teach you, because let's be honest, none of us in here really use the advanced calculus and, you know what I'm saying?
How many times you use the Pythagorean theorem?
Come on now. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not trying to be, you know.
Why isn't there a course on just like how to like structure a diet for yourself, what to eat, how to make food? You know, like that's a fundamental part of life. Think about it.
And you think about it, we had health class.
Yeah,
it wasn't really like teaching like
what,
that type of shit. You've had accounting, and they wrote you how to like, at least my accounting class taught us how to like write checks. Checks ain't even a thing anymore for our generation.
Right.
Like, when's the last time you actually had a checkbook?
Right.
We're not doing that.
Right. But definitely understanding how debt works. You know what I'm saying? And I think even understanding how like what's good and bad debt. You see what I'm saying? Like, because there is good and bad debt. We kind of grow up thinking all debt is bad debt. You know, and that's not the case. When you grow up and get a little older, you're like, damn. All these billionaires, they're not billionaires because what they got in their pocket. They're billionaires because what they're worth. You know, they're worth that because they have all these assets, right? So understanding assets and liabilities, and not just thinking everything's a liability when you buying it, right? We think about all these nice cars and stuff like that, right? Not understanding like, hey, shit, I could have got a house or two houses with how much it cost me to buy this car, you know, and I'd be way more well off right now if I would have done that and made that decision. You know, it's like. And I know a lot of kids, you think about this, right? Because a lot of kids in the hood, right, growing up, they go, wicked jump shot, sling crack. You know, you heard that saying before? Like, wicked jump shot, sling crack, right? That shit, that dumb shit, right? Again, they go into school and all they learning is this math, this science, this history, this, you know what I'm saying? Like, again, this is not shit that's interesting people. But if you go, hey, look, you could be rich by doing this right here. Boom, 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 boom. You kind of get the steps of doing it. I guarantee you a lot more kids would be like, well, shit, I know I'm not athletic. And I damn sure don't want to do this, but you telling me I could be rich if I do X, Y, Z? What's funny?
Because like when you said it, you looked at me. I didn't know if that was intentional or... No. So I know I'm not athletic. I felt it. So why did you look at me when you said it?
But okay, so from your experience personally, again, it's not listen, okay, look.
Go ahead.
But you did bring it up though. From your experience personally,
You said it.
how valuable do you believe your skill to sell is? How valuable to you is that?
It's extremely.
Right? And let me ask you this. Do you think that skill will take you, because there's a lot of athletes in the world, a lot of them, right? Most of them not going to make it nowhere.
Yeah.
Hate to say it.
I want to tell you, do you care about Fan 30 and shit like that, or do you want to know in case it returns in the future?
Tell me after this.
Okay. We'll talk about that.
All right. Most athletes ain't gonna man. I hate to say it. All right. But most athletes.
That was funny though.
I hate to say it though. So you tell me, right? Because you have a skill that can be developed by anybody, right? All right. So what I'm saying is the ability to sell can be developed by anybody, but to be great at it, you have to have a certain aptitude. You see what I'm saying? So not everybody can develop being greatness. But I'm saying the ability to sell, anybody can develop, right? Like you were saying. So some people have to have height to play by speed to do track. You know what I'm saying? Like these are things that come naturally with some people, right? But for this, you can actually develop the skill. Right? How do you feel you developing your sales skill has changed you, helped you?
Like just in life in general?
Just in life in general.
Oh, for sure, bro. Like everything's a conversation, right? And selling is just the art of mastering conversation, basically.
And so what Kenny was saying, right? How he went to high school to socialize, right? Part of that is this. You know what I'm saying? Like sales. Part of selling is socializing.
It is.
Right? Now, obviously, we have to do a little more convincing, right?
You learned that in school, too, though. You learned how to write a persuasive letter in elementary. Don't they have you? Persuasive, narrative.
But then they say the best salespeople are kids, right? Because kids, I mean, go to mom, go to dad, go to dad, go to mom. You know what I'm saying? They never give up. But what happens is the skill is lost. It's never honed, right? But again, I say that to say this is not something you go to school and say, hey, look, you guys want to make this much money. This is kind of just as risky as, you know, doing something on the streets where you can get locked up for it, or you can just be broke. You go to sales, you can be broke. Just commission, you can be broke.
Or even just social skills. Because think about it, I think we've all known people in school that were super smart, right? But that were socially awkward.
Oh, for
that couldn't do it. Like those people, I'm like, you're gonna have all training, but how are you gonna sell yourself in an interview?
For sure. Like, you're gonna have to have all kind of accolades to come with you.
Yeah, especially imagine kids now, the iPad kids.
Oh,
there's gonna be kids that are smart, but when it comes to interview, like, okay, so tell me about yourself.
I think too, like we've gotten to the point where oh shit. Oh shit.
You're so stupid. What you say, see? We talk about the interview. Like what they gonna say when they're in the interview?
I think too we've shifted from a place where like they were taught like oh, you know, get all those good grades. They didn't develop the social skills. But then like you said, in the real world, shit, yeah, maybe we should have learned that in school, right? Yeah. Because a lot I've done interviews in what I do, and you know, I talk to a lot of those generations, and I'm like, oh man, oh yeah, this ain't.
We're not, man. You guys don't go outside, do you? Like
this ain't gonna work.
It's easy to see.
I think another big thing too that they should taught is like the mental health development, like and understanding. You know what I'm saying? Like we could have got that. Like they did have like think about it for troubled kids. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't the best kid, especially in middle school. I was a bad kid. And I didn't get it together till high school, but we had counselors, and that's the only time you really had a counselor to really kind of be like, yo, what's going on with you? Like, and you kind of like start like, damn, I am tripping, right? That mental health aspect, I think, is a big thing that people really need to learn, especially at that youthful age, because if you're more aware of yourself and how to handle that, you're gonna get way further in life.
Dang.
Yeah, why don't they teach it in school? That was a great thing, bro.
I'll tell you this too. I think a big reason why they don't teach it in school is because for a long time it wasn't even considered to be a real thing.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying? So why would they teach it if they never even gave you, acknowledgement that it was real? Like you depressed? The fuck? Like I mean, to this day, our parents' generation was that generation of like, what do you mean? You see what I'm saying? Like, and we're kind of that bridge of like, we kind of have a little bit of that, what do you mean? But also like, I get you a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We kind of have a little bit of both. Anxiety, like, honestly, we've all felt anxiety. I think even our parents have felt it. We just didn't have a word for what it was called. You see what I'm saying? Like, man, this feeling I'm feeling when it's like, you know, we all, but like, I think now it's such a big thing that if we could change anything in the curriculum, it'd be adding that to it, you know, because it's, a lot of people's social issues are because of you know, whatever mentally they're going through. You see what I'm saying? Like they didn't
to go back. I didn't develop. Like I had social skills, but I had social skills with those who I was comfortable. I had like walls that I would build, right? So I always was gravitating like, all right, this is my group. I'm cool, you know. And just growing up where I grew up was just like, oh, what's up? Like I don't really know you, right? But in sales, I really had to unlock that, like, oh shit, like if I'm gonna be good at this, like I gotta actually be able to communicate to anyone. Doesn't matter.
Oh, that's real.
You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
Yeah, that's true. Anybody.
That's real. But
literally.
Go ahead.
My thing with school is I just don't feel school, and me and you've talked about this, I don't feel school is necessary in the ways and in the sort of things that it teaches. I feel like school can be let's say run better. Like me and you were talking, like I feel like we should be at a point in time to where, you know, we like kindergarten through, let's just say elementary school. Let's just do elementary school. We should be able to see like what this kid is good at, whether that's, you know, if he's super smart, then we should cater him, middle school and high school, cater him to those things. Rather than, you know, let's just say somebody who this kid is more creative. He should be pushed towards something in that aspect, because that's going to be something that people are actually going to want to do. I feel like school really didn't teach us anything that made us happy. Like I said, the best thing about school to me was to socialize, getting to meet new people. Cause nigga, I'm in photography class. Nigga, only time I take pictures is on my phone, and I'm not doing the rule of thirds. I'm not doing none of that or anything like that. But one of my favorite classes was like art. Being now, you guys see I paint, I do everything. I draw. Like I would have loved to have the option, to do like, I ain't gonna lie, not the marching band, but like what you did, like studying music, like that would have been something that's interesting to me rather than me having to fucking do fucking geometry. I'm not doing no geometry now. So it's just like, I feel.
And by the time you even get any of that, like what you're talking, you're already in college. And
right, exactly.
And it's frowned upon because now it's like shit. And I had a lot of homies and homegirls that were going to school and switching their major so much, and they never went for what they wanted to do. So you end up working, and what school prepares you for, in my opinion, is to work. It's to work, like you said, something that you don't want to do, but you're gonna be highly effective at it. Like,
even the concept of like, sorry, let me interrupt, but even the concept of just you're 17, 18, decide which major and which career you want to do for the rest of your life. Bro, when you're 17, 18, you don't know shit. Bro. You really don't know who you are.
Hey, because you could reinvent yourself so many times. I feel like Pink Floyd said it best. It was one of my favorite songs. All in all, we're just another brick in the wall. And then the music video is literally like a classroom, and they're just like going down an assembly line and then falling into place, the real world. Yeah. And then they turn into a brick, and it's like, this is the foundation of what they want us to be. You go to another country though, like they're like so far advanced in what they're
People
doing.
Are happier.
Yeah, they go right into their stuff. Like,
they know what they want to do. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like this far into time, we should have, the studies and everything to see, okay, this guy is good. Like I said, at math, he'll be. Let's keep him in the math class.
Contracting or something like that.
Doing something like that. That you're good in. And that you like, because like I said, they teach us a lot of stuff that I'm not even interested in, like at all. I see no point. I'm never gonna use this outside of, like nigga, what the fuck did I take chemistry for?
That's real. I'll tell you this too, because I do think that
like,
they can cater to you.
Like, what did I take chemistry for?
I was trying to think, like
why did I take it?
Wrong? I'm like,
no, because like I do think they should kind of cater to like where your strengths are. But I don't feel like the system is completely wrong. Because what I mean by that is this, right? For you, right, who art is your thing, right? If they made you take art, but then also made you take marketing, and also made you take, running the business, and also made you, you know what I'm saying? Like, really, all you really want to take was art, right? But these other things come with expanding you, right? So I do feel like learning how to do stuff that you don't want to, for instance, right? I love being in front of the camera, but I hate editing. Right, but I'm gonna edit because I've taught myself how to do shit I don't want to do at a high level. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I've taught myself that because I had to go do that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that is the good thing of it. But again, like you said, I do believe that you should be kind of catered to as far as what your, not just what your strength is, because we can't go through life only basing off our strength. We have to cover our weaknesses too. But just emphasizing, hey, this is what I love. This is what I want to do.
A great point. I feel like the extracurricular activities.
There's always activities you want to do.
It should have been the main subject, and the other shit should have been the extracurricular.
After we learn basic math, basic this, basic that, like
elementary, like okay, basic, you stupid. You not going to math.
Yeah, used this.
Yeah, I mean,
but like once you learn addition, subtraction, division, we learn that. Okay, we're good. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, none of us are gonna take this with us. I was really good at math. I don't do that shit. I don't use it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like all we do is like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. From as far in terms of math, right? You're not using pi.
Yeah.
International Pi Day.
Only pie this nigga like is eating.
You did get him the last one.
How'd I get him?
You're like he fries his brain all the time or something like that. You did get him.
Well, he physically do that though.
Nah, nigga.
That's crazy. I ain't say nothing about you.
Nigga, you call me 8-ball cocaine.
That's because how hyper you be. I'm describing your energy. Great energy is what I'm saying. See? Don't do nothing to hurt y'all. Y'all be hurting my feelings.
You like pie, right?
I mean, I don't really like pie. I'm a cake guy. If you want to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to be real, you know, I like cake.
Y'all like cheesecake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like cheesecake, pie, cake.
Lemon meringue. I like
Bro, see, that's another thing.
pineapple upside down
That's
cake.
another thing, though. Like, bro, it's a lot of people who don't know how to cook in this day and age.
They tried, bro. They tried with that bitch. Home economics.
Yeah, but I'm saying like they should have had. Let me try to catch that back.
Yeah.
Pause.
What did he say?
They should have a. I said pause, bro. Let me try to catch that back.
Whoa!
We fucking up.
Y'all fucking up the air. Y'all fucking me over.
Go ahead. Now leave all this in.
Catch it back.
Shut up. Look.
Catch it
So, shut your gay ass.
I'm just remember you was the one in the sleeping bag.
He had a sleeping bag.
You remember he went camping?
Yeah,
He was
one blanket.
You remember that one blanket when he went
He
camping?
had a blanket, nigga.
Yeah. He's like, it was cold. We need a body heat. You remember when he said that?
Fuck, you
Crazy.
remember what I said? What am I talking about?
No, you said like
how to eat.
teach you how to. Slide that joke in there, like, I would notice that shit. Teach you how to eat.
Yes.
I meant good, bro.
That's an
That was an
important
honest
skill, though.
mistake.
That's an important skill.
Not a mistake.
Honest mistake,
That
bro.
is an
Honest
important
mistake.
skill.
If you ain't learned that by elementary,
Yeah, obviously, you ain't learned how to eat.
you obviously you did.
Right. Shit. I'll teach you.
You went to you went to bro. I was like, wait, I don't want to hear this.
That was Paul? That was Paul?
I can teach you.
What do you mean? Oh, okay. All right. I heard it.
Oh shit.
I was like, bro, you did. But like I was saying, like, bro, it's as grown people, you should be able to know how to cook like the basics. Bro, if you're eating out every single day,
Al dente.
hey, bro, they don't know about they don't know about out yet. But
No, that's real. Like I feel like that's like one. We didn't learn a lot of basic skills that you're going to utilize. Like you move out alone, like all that good stuff.
What
like
you buy? Yeah.
Yeah, right. Finances. Like we really didn't learn a lot. They set us up for failure, but that's the system.
I also think, though, to be fair, you know, I think we have to keep in mind, there's not that many resources. Teachers themselves are underpaid as fuck, which is crazy.
Yeah, I agree.
There's not like, for the most part, a teacher cannot be a teacher and buy a house in the state they work in, more than likely, just off their own income, which is crazy. If you think about it, because we're sitting here talking about this because teachers and teaching, that elementary, middle school, high school year, those are fundamental to not just life, but society in general. Those are the fundamental years. And teachers play a fundamental role. So why are they not paid like that? And I think that's the biggest problem. If you start paying positions like teachers more people want to grow up and aspire to be teachers. You get better quality people in it because they're getting paid more, and everything comes out better. You know.
I'm not even. Yeah.
But I mean, how many great teachers did you have growing up too?
Yeah,
Like,
but-
I only had a handful.
No, I had a
regardless
good
of the
amount,
pay, I think.
gotta
Yeah, it
wanna
goes
do
back
it.
to it. You gotta want to be a teacher, and for those that wanted to be it, and those that just chose it,
They should have pushed that to
You know what I'm saying?
you know.
You gotta want to be a teacher,
Like,
man. Like,
but how could you
want
want
to
to be
be
something?
you want to be a coach. You gotta want to
well,
be.
you gotta love it. That's the point.
That's what I'm
right?
saying. But if you're so say there's someone who's intelligent, right? You go to school, you kill it, nail it in university. You could be a teacher, or you can go work in like.
But you could be smart and not teach.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Not
But
know
that's
how
the
to
problem.
teach.
But like, because the teaching is not a highly desired job, it has to come out of passion. Why is it not a highly desired job? Because it's not highly paid.
Because everyone's self-driven. No one wants
And
to.
also-
No one wants to really, right? Like think about it. We all want to get ahead in our own way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like once you get into a management role, you gotta become a coach. You gotta, and not a lot of people could do that.
And also, people don't want to be teachers because they got these badass kids.
I was
But
about to say that.
imagine,
I was about to say that.
bro. But imagine it's kids that actually want to be in the
be there,
class,
yeah.
interested in doing what the teacher is passionate about, as well as this. They're all willing and wanting to learn like that. It would more people would aspire to be teachers because they would see, oh, I'm really helping kids, and then that's where some of the great teachers come from is, oh, I want to really help kids.
All right.
But again, a lot of people don't want because these badass damn kids, bro. They don't want to be in there. They talking shit now Now, nigga, you getting recorded. You going viral on TikTok.
They smacking teachers,
bro.
bro.
That's another thing. Teachers can't even. Bro, if I was a teacher, I'd have went to jail.
See what I'm
kidding me?
saying?
Imagine a class full of Kennies.
Imagine a class full of Khalils.
I'd have been quiet, eating my snack. Scary as fuck.
The ball in his hand, this kid could be something.
Pull a ball in his head, this kid. Why you expect the table stupid? No, that's some real talk, man. I think at some point, this is going back to kind of how we started here, right? At some point, that streamer university is kind of that thing. You see what I'm saying? Where, hey, look, you got a bunch of kids who have a passion, who love something. It doesn't really cost anything to do like this. It doesn't cost you nothing, right? It costs the parents something, maybe pay for the little program or whatever the phone is, but like. You see what I'm saying?
I think it comes back to that the responsibility really isn't on the structure. It's on like what you do as a parent.
Yeah. And
what you instill. Like, and that's the importance, like, in teaching your kids those miscellaneous things and early on, right?
Yep.
Unfortunately, you have a lot of broken homes.
Yep.
Right? That you don't really get that, right? So you would hope that the school would give us that, right? And I don't think that the society has viewed and really found the solve of the issue.
Yeah, right. That's a good point. Actually, we're kind of putting a lot of like parent responsibilities on teachers. Like, why don't y'all teach us how to cook? That is a parent thing, I guess.
You think about this too, right? Immigrant parents, right? A lot of times, immigrant parents see things black and white. So it's like, go to school. Go to school. Go to school. You see what I'm saying? Like,
doctor or fail.
You see what I'm saying? Like, they see things black and white. They don't see opportunities, even though they came to the country for opportunities. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just see, hey, to be successful, do this, right? And they kind of force their kids into things that they don't want to do, right? And that's huge in immigrant families. Yeah,
because a lot of it's frowned upon. Like, it's just like the ideology of what is the United States. You got to go there, get an education.
Right?
And then go, right? So
live like they do.
But imagine, like, if you could catch that early on and put your kid in a performing arts school. Like, damn, like, you know, like, damn.
Imagine what they could be.
Yeah.
Like,
if you'd have put me in performing arts, I'd probably never play basketball. Tell you that right now.
That's real.
Bro, if you would have put me in that shit, I can't even say it right now.
That nigga would have been the candle in Beauty and the Beast. That nigga would have been
the teapot.
Why'd you have that off the top of your head, bro?
I just thought he was an actor. He would have been over there like,
I would have been for music.
Gatsby,
Why'd you know that so quick, bro? You just thought about so fast. Should we having prep shit?
Bro, it's not even prep. What you mean, prep, bro?
It would have been the candle in the big. I didn't think of that, bro.
That shit is not prep, bro. He just turned me up as soon as he got me with that joke. Like, he get water. He like, all right, this the intermission. Like,
he got a lot of songs.
This the intermission.
You got to teach your kids how to roast.
Hey, teach your kids how to roast and have thick skin. That's what you really got to teach your kids.
That's another thing. Like, that's another thing. This generation is
soft.
It's very soft. Everything is, oh, you did this, you're getting canceled. Oh, you did this, you're getting canceled.
Yeah.
It's just like, bro, we grew up on the generation of Family Guy, all of that
freedom,
exactly.
Really.
Family Guy, South Park, all that.
Come on now,
shit.
But that's why
Boondocks.
It's almost like our responsibility, because like we're gonna create that wave. Like eventually, like obviously, there's a generation below us, but like the one behind them has to be prepped.
Yes,
because they're not gonna set anybody up.
Oh, dang soft, bro.
What's that saying? Weak times make the
strong men create easy times create weak men create hard times, and hard times create strong men. You know what I'm saying? And that's real. You know what I'm saying? Like, 100%. Got a bunch of softies right now. Right? And the mic drop.
I don't know. I think honestly, I think the pendulum's already swinging from cancel culture. Though I think cancel culture was more prominent a couple of years ago. Yeah. I think now we're going the other end.
We're actually going extreme.
Now I think it's
that Kevin Hart roast told you that.
Yeah, I think now it's more like, oh, what's the craziest thing you can see on camera? Right. That's why I think you have. How many celebrities say the N-word now? Like, just out in the open.
Even our president kind of changed. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think we're the opposite. Like, not like. So like society, culture, a lot of stuff, there's always pendulum swings, right? So it was cancel culture was really big a couple years ago, and now I think it's like, what's the craziest shit I can say to get people to look at me crazy? Yeah. I think that's why you have people that say shit.
You gotta think that to social media and the streaming world, because they're pushing on, like, it's a world of reaction, right?
Well, YouTube
how can I get this reaction?
Right.
Because if I don't get a reaction, I'm not getting my clips, I'm not getting my plays, I'm not getting relevant.
Yeah, I got to get somebody there. Yeah. Yep. And that's back when Boom Gang and all them were going crazy on the on Vine, yeah.
Remember that?
All they were was attention, you know what I'm
He was
saying?
one of the first ones to be like that.
Yeah. I'm surprised he lived, bro. I'm surprised he lived, I'm telling you. Like, especially people I know, I'm no way in hell he could have done that.
Like that nigga that put him on the coffin there, like he.
Oh man, I forgot about him. But yeah, man. So
He died?
Yeah.
hey, but people don't stop playing around with people. But real shit, man. I know we're recording still, but I just didn't know if we was done.
Well, actually, that's this part.
Okay.
Y'all finished? Y'all keep going?
Okay. Nah, real talk, but appreciate y'all for tuning in with us one more time. You know, we got Frank. We got Frank.
You gonna stop fucking on my introduction. Back on me.
Frank the Tank, CB, fuck with me. We got Big Bear, and we got Halloween Kenny. See y'all next time.
Best in the future. Best in the future.
Go watch the Odyssey.
I fucking hate this nigga, bro.
I gave you a compliment.